Remembering a Legend's Legacy, a memorial episode in memory of Jason David Frank, also known as Tommy Oliver. The Rangers gathered in the courtyard to pay homage to the late, great Tommy Oliver. Dr. K would soon appear and lead the Rangers into a hidden room within the command center. His suits would line up the wall from each of the Ranger universes he has joined. There, upon the wall, was the famous Green Ranger suit that started it all and ended with the Dino Thunder Black Ranger suit. Dr. K, her voice low, barely audible for once.
Rangers. Here.
Twice his face.
This is a room that is dedicated to one of the most decorated Rangers there ever was.
He was a great friend and leader, that's for sure. He was an amazing person.
He won't be forgotten, that's for sure.
And I can remember when he was just the Zeo Ranger. He was such an amazing man. Such an amazing man. And he left and he helped us out a lot. I'm gonna miss that guy. Jason, who would chuckle a bit. Yeah, he was a good man, all right. Him and I had it out for each other, especially when it came to Kimberly.
Yeah, especially when it came to her. She ended up with Tommy, but broke his heart as well.
He was a fearless leader. He kept us together, especially after Zach, Jason, and Trini left as well. He is definitely and always will be one of my best friends.
Well, at least I came back.
This is true, but he also came back over and over again over the years as well.
He was like an older brother to me. He actually taught me how to fight. He was the one to encourage me to be my best.
Jahil would wrap around his arms around Artemis.
Yeah, he was totally amazing. The ultimate leader. So, the day I met Tommy, he told me to become a ranger, you have to work hard. Tommy, you will always be my hero, my master, and my mentor. Thank you.
You all would have had fun. At least he would have gotten the job done as well.
He lives on in our hearts, and our minds. He will always be remembered as the best of the best.
Once a ranger,
Once a ranger,
always a ranger.
Always. Sure.
He's definitely going to be missed. Remember, he lives on in all of us. And he wouldn't want us crying. He would want us to remember him how he changed the world as well.
Each of the Rangers would come forth and lay some flowers before the statue. Dr. K and Raphael. Dr. K would hand Raphael the dragon dagger, and Reyes would be handed Saba. A small center of the console would light up.
Place these weapons here.
Dr. K would hand the brachial staff to Jahil. As Jahil places the staff on the mantle, tears began to well from his eyes.
Follow suit.
Jahil would nod and do so. Dr. K would hand the Zeo saber to Chris and the Master Morpher to Artemis. Artemis would begin to sob softly as she and Chris laid those last two items to rest. Billy would step forward and wrap his arms around his sister.
He would be very proud of you, little sister. You did him well, and that's for sure.
I agree with you, Billy. But he wasn't just a friend, he was family.
As they place the weapons on the pedestal, Artemis would place the Master Morpher in the middle of the weapons.
Wait! I have something that will make that display perfect.
He runs into his room and searches frantically for the item.
Where is
Lisa
it?
calls out to Sam.
I know it was here. Where is it?
Lisa calls out to
Seriously,
Sam.
what are you looking for?
Artemis and Lisa look at each other, and Artemis says,
I have no idea.
Sam, running back into the hidden room,
I got it.
he brings the red turbo helmet into the room.
Where in the world did you get that, rookie?
Oh, TJ gave it to me.
Sam goes and hands the helmet to Andros.
You two fought together. You should add it onto the display.
Andros respectfully declines.
Also,
It was given to you. You have the honor of putting it on the display.
it will be my privilege.
He places the helmet right next to the Master Morpher. As he does, a glass case comes down and displays displays for the legacy all to see.
You
all-
came. Oh, sorry. You came out of nowhere, a friend until the end to some, a mentor to others, touching the lives of those you meet. You were a bolt of energy, yet you hid your sadness from all, never letting it slip out, always showing your happiness. Now you are a morphin master, one with the grid for all eternity, watching over us all, keeping us safe.
A note from the cast. His memory will always live on in us, and we are in his legacy as Rangers and as humans as well. May he rest in power, and may the power protect him always. He is one with the morphing grid.
Let's sing them all to the dragons one more time. Okay.
Welcome, Rangers of the Multiverse. We are here with a very special guest. And might I remind you, this is going to be our first YouTube video with this person on here. So without further ado, Rangers of the Multiverse cast and fans, Pink Ranger Mighty Morphin, Pink Ranger, Zeo, Pink Ranger, Turbo, Catherine Sutherland, ladies and gentlemen.
Aw, thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
We're going to start off first with I'm going to have you start it off by reading some fan questions that I sent from you via my email.
You want me to read the questions? Are you able to read them? Because I'm on a different server, so I don't have them in front of me.
You're on a different server. Okay. Let me, well, give me a second to pull up your email. I think I remember sending them to you.
I can probably figure it out, but hold on.
You're fine.
Yeah, I'm on a different, like I have it on, and you don't need to know all the details.
That's fine.
We don't want to know.
I'm not very technical. Let's just put it that way.
It's okay, Kara.
While
It's okay.
you're doing that, we can ask at least a couple questions.
Actually, I've already got it. I've got one of the first ones. Okay.
Yay.
And this one is from Mark in England, around Rachel's neck of the woods. He also goes by the Red Cornish Ranger. And his question is, when you were on the set of Mighty Morphin for your character, how did you get used to the differences between your initials in real life from your initial in the acting?
It made it easy. It was easy for everybody because it was Catherine and Catherine, so that no one had to worry about calling me a different name. Yeah, it's funny when I auditioned because I remember seeing Catherine and I was like, oh, maybe it's meant to be my role. We spell it, yeah, I'm with a C, obviously, and then the character with a K, but yeah, it was kind of cool.
Awesome. I can still have one of you guys ask a question while I find the next one.
What was it like changing sets from command center to power chamber? Was it hard to get used to the layout?
Yeah, the original command center was very dodgy. It was it would literally shake when we would walk on it. It was very poorly made. We would turn buttons and they would come off, and so when we walked into the Zeo command center, it was really like an upgrade. But there was something really beautiful and nostalgic about the old one. It's such a iconic thing for the Power Ranger fans, but it was literally like fairy lights, and it was just very kind of thrown together. The new command center, we had the suits in the background, and we felt like it was very official. Everything was very very beautifully made and done. And then of course the Once and Always command center was on a whole nother level. That was gorgeous.
I love that. It was awesome.
That was a very beautiful command center that they made.
That was awesome.
But we didn't use the viewing globe, which was kind of weird. So I don't know.
That's what I thought it was weird.
We kept saying to the director, like, well, are we going to use the viewing globe? But I guess they just used, we viewed everything on the screens. So yeah, I don't know why.
Maybe just have it like, we should have it at least in there, like Easter egg or something.
It would have been nice for the nostalgia, I think, just to have something like, observe the viewing globe or whatever Zordon used to say. That would have been a thing to say.
Yeah.
To do.
View the viewing globe, Ranger.
What did he say? Behold the viewing globe. That was it.
Yeah, behold the viewing
globe. Behold the viewing globe.
My question is, will Ranger Stuff and Pop ever come to England?
So a lot of people think that I'm involved in Ranger Stop and Pop. I'm actually not an owner. I'm just a cheerleader. It's Nakia, Karen, and Mikey who own it. And I do a lot. I just support them and post for them, and of course want it to be successful for my friends. But you never know. I think there's definitely an audience for a Ranger Stop or a Ranger themed convention. It would be nice to do something like that for our European fans. So who knows? Yeah.
I
I'm
mean,
up for
that would be definitely huge for everyone over in the European side who has
Yeah.
Mhm.
never experienced a Ranger Stop convention on in the U.S., whether it was in Atlanta or Orlando.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff, guys.
Yeah.
Agree.
Now I think I
Mhm.
got some other question. I got another question here, and this is from one of our fans and also from one of our partners. His name is phenomenal _ Miklo, and he asks, and this is if no one's ever asked this question. Besides yourself, what is your list of top 5 Pink Rangers of all time?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Ooh, I've never been asked that
Ooh.
question. That's a good one. Oh, there's so many.
Ooh.
Well, obviously, I got to give a shout out to Amy Jo because she began the whole series. And
Respect.
such an iconic,
Respect.
Pink Ranger. I really loved Jen Scott, Erin Cahill. I thought she was an amazing Pink Ranger.
Mhm.
I loved her her whole storyline and how strong she was. Who else did I like? The Mystic Force Pink Ranger, Caitlin.
Vita.
What's her
Vita.
name? Pia.
Vita.
Vita.
The character name is
Yeah,
Vita.
yes, but I think the actress is Caitlin, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I liked her cape and her butterfly mask. It's pretty. I thought Valerie Vernon was amazing, and Melody, both of those in Lost Galaxy. I actually thought Patricia was an amazing Pink Ranger, the girl that took over from me. I thought she was fantastic. Turbo Pink. I thought she was great. Very different from Kat. They made her kind of like a tomboy, and she was kind of tough. I liked her character. Who else? I liked Christina, the Pink Ranger in Megaforce. I thought she was great.
Christina Masterson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Christina
Christina
Masterson. Emma. She played Emma. I liked Christy from Ninja Steel. I thought she did a great job. And
So you have a Mount Rushmore of Pink Rangers.
I do. I love them all for different reasons. I'm just giving you my favorites. Hunter Dino, who's now the Red Ranger, the most recent Pink Ranger. I think she's adorable. And I like the storyline. I think it's cute. So yeah, I think all of the female Rangers are like, I love a lot of the Yellow Rangers too. I think they all bring something special to the franchise. So
awesome. Shelley, you had something you wanted to talk with Catherine about?
Oh yeah, are you talking about that one night?
It was a little memory that you had to encounter.
Yeah.
What did I do?
This is something fun.
No. No, it was a good thing, Kat. Last year was my very first time at PMC.
Yes.
And you were just so gracious, and I honestly, I was really nervous because that was like mine and Alan's very first time at PMC last year. We are going again next year, however.
Oh, good.
So if you're there, you will get to witness our Ranger engagement.
Ooh.
But that hug that you gave me, it really was really, really special to me.
Oh, well, thank you.
And it's
so
really
something to look
good
forward
see
to
you
in the
again.
near future there, Kat.
I haven't seen you since last August, so it's just great to see you again.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
And plus you got a little story to tell as well, Shelley, about what happened.
Oh yes.
Yeah, tell her about the thing.
So, Kat, I think you're gonna get a real big kick out of this. So recently I went to a Comic-Con. It's a $7 con called OhanaCon. And I had obviously dressed up as the White Ranger for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
And so I was on a call, Skype call with the Multiverse Rangers, and I had placed first in the adult division. I just enter it, for the fun of it and the experience, not to win, just And
you get a Multiverse win.
And I had gotten this figure from MMPR the movie, And literally, it was not where'd I put it. Oh, all of a sudden, I can't find the thing. Ah,
This
Um,
was
Okay.
I had, I was standing over by the shelf. It wasn't even on. Oh, here it is. Remember this from MMPR, the movie?
Yes, yes.
It wasn't even anywhere near the shelf. And all of a sudden, Tommy decides to fall off this fell off the shelf, hit me in the left side of my head. And literally that night and the next morning I wake up and I literally felt like I got run over by the Falcon sword. I'm not kidding. And I'm looking up, I'm like,
Where did it come from?
Right?
thanks, Tommy. Basically, it was kind of like, in a way,
He was
kind of-
giving you a sense of approval.
yeah.
Right.
yeah, basically kind of choosing me as next white as I understood it. But it was quite, it meant a lot.
Aw.
Okay, guys. We need to take a 30-second break so we can pay homage to our sponsors. And we'll be back with more of Catherine Sutherland in a
Mhm.
little bit. So hang tight, we'll be back.
Yep.
Chris, the Gold CT Ranger, along with the Multiverse Rangers, we are here because we are going to be looking into this new product that's out there that we've been advertising for a good month, a good few episodes now. It's called W Energy. It's awesome stuff. It's not only an energy drink, they also have a hydration line. They got swag, all kinds of stuff. It's awesome stuff, man. I got some Monkey Madness, which is the hydration line. I know a few of these Rangers got some stuff in there themselves. Show them, Shelly.
Well,
There you
I've got the pushing punch.
Right. Yeah. You got the push and punch. Right. That's Lisa's favorite drink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Chris has got
definitely
Monkey
true.
Madness where he goes all mad all over the handstand all the time.
Hey, you find a few banana peels, you let me know.
Well, we always find banana peels everywhere
What do
we
you
go.
mean? Like, we find them everywhere in the
Every time
lookout.
he drinks that Monkey Madness, I see banana peels nonstop. Even Ben and Betty are complaining about it.
Hey, I can make a good
I don't know
smoothie.
about Alex. though, but does Alex see any banana peels every time when he goes round?
You never know.
I would
I'm
go
not
for
inside the
silver.
base when it happens. I
Oh.
normally train outside.
Well, I mean, when you're going into your range, do you see any banana peels around because of the monkey boy here, Chris?
Yeah.
And if
Ugh.
you know, I know
I've only seen a couple.
Lisa's
I've only seen
always
a couple.
wanting to
Let's be honest. I've
push
only seen a couple.
people through a wall, so push and punch. It would make sense why that's her favorite.
Yeah,
My
that
sis-
is a favorite.
No wonder my sister's been training these rookies nonstop and put it to every single one. I have to pay for it.
Oh, shut up, you hothead.
Obviously.
Look who's talking.
Well, except me, of course.
Having a
Well,
rest.
excuse me, hang on a minute. Alex has put me through a wall a couple of times, though, but one thing is, I've been through more walls than anything else.
Yeah, but I'm the only one that's put you through walls, though. Besides any monster.
I don't know, man. You know who's been put
Tell
through
me
a
I'm wrong.
once or twice. I'm trying to make sure these knuckleheads just coming over, if you know what I mean.
It's true.
No, right?
Oh man, it's been a good day so far. Let's
Yeah,
let's
Let's try to keep it that
Oh,
way.
yeah.
right.
It's been pretty chill.
Yeah, but how do we find all these products? How do we find them? And is there a promo code?
Well, for
Oh.
for the W products, yes, there is a website. You go to www.w.gg and you take a look at all the inventory they got, all their swag. Check out. When you go to checkout, enter the promo code PR Multiverse, all caps, no spaces. You get 10% off your purchase every time.
And they've got a lot of cool shaker bottles and stuff too.
Yeah, and I've noticed so that our ghost spirit hero is wearing a merch shirt.
Oh yeah, we probably should tell Hero to start descending and start giving away our shirts.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Gesundheit, Hero. Oh wait, does Ghost
Hello,
speak?
everybody. I'm
Actually,
back.
that was me, not him.
I don't know.
I'm back from the great
Back to-
beyond, and I have some exciting news concerning our merch. First off, we have our standard T-shirt, which has all of your favorite Rangers on it, especially Lisa. Everybody loves Lisa.
Not everybody.
Hey,
You
don't be jealous.
you went out with her, so you shouldn't be talking, Hero.
But first off, hey
This was
Kat,
my
do you
fault.
remember this picture?
Which one?
My background.
Oh, yes, that was recent.
That was over at EternalCon.
Yeah, EternalCon. That's so cool.
You, me, and Ethan.
Yes, that's cool. I do remember that.
And then Jason Font was also in a picture with us.
Photo bombing in the background there.
Something like that.
Oh,
Kat, are you gonna be at PMC next year?
yes, I will. Of course, I go every year. That's my favorite
That's
convention.
awesome.
Other than Ranger
So-
Stop and Pop, that's my favorite. It's
Okay,
convention.
I also
guys, we're
hear
gonna
that
get- we're
you're
gonna
gonna
get ready
be-
to come back on. All right,
Okay.
we're back on in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, Rangers of the Multiverse. We are here with our guest, Catherine Sutherland from Power Rangers Zeo and Power Rangers Turbo, not to mention the Turbo movie, not to mention Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Once and Always. Catherine, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
You got a lot of accolades there, just letting you know there. It's a lot of accolades.
It's a mouthful.
It is a mouthful. Okay, I'm gonna start off this segment with some of the other castmates who could not be on this show tonight. A couple. It's going to be a question for each of them. We'll start with our good buddy Okami, who asks, "How long has it been? How long has it been in as an actress? Have you been in show business?"
I started acting in elementary school, in school musicals and everything. And then I went to a performing arts high school and started doing a lot of I was doing a lot of musicals and theater when I first started. And then kind of progressed into commercials. And then it just kind of happened where I got kind of into TV and film. But I was very early in my career when I got Power Rangers. I was only 20. So
Wow.
I feel very, very blessed that it started my career off very young, and every, little girl's dream to go to Hollywood. So I feel very grateful for that.
Oh, there you go. Cool.
Mhm.
Okay. Our next question comes from Demi, whom you saw with me at Ranger Stop and Pop this year in Atlanta.
Yes.
We had a great time, by the way. And
Good.
it basically settled the bucket list for me, so I'm good.
Oh, yes, it was a lot of fun.
So let's see. Demi asks, what was it like to be on the set of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always?
It was very nostalgic. I got a real kick of walking onto each set, like walking into the juice bar was crazy because it looked exactly how I remembered it.
That's cool.
And then seeing walking through, when we walk through to set, there was a where they would build all the props and the sets, the construction area, I guess you would call it. And they were like, look at this. And there was Rita's dumpster was there. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. And then, just seeing the Moon Palace, and it was very nostalgic and really just felt very familiar, but also I felt kind of out of my element because it was on the show is on another level from where it was when I was on it. There's a lot more money invested in it, and it's just a different experience than it was when we were on it. But it was really it felt really good to be back. It was really fun and felt familiar also because I was with some of my castmates, being with Stephen and Karen and David and Johnny again, but then working with Walter for the first time. And then we had Charlie that, who was so young and just starting her career, and she did such a great job. So I had some of the stunt guys were one of them was one of my stunt doubles. And he's now directing. So it's really trippy.
I see.
Hard to believe it's been, 28 ago that I was on the show, but
Wow.
yeah,
Totally nostalgic. I hear that.
yes.
Let's see. Our next question will come from Elijah, who couldn't make it tonight. He's kind of under the weather, not feeling good in the head there.
Oh, it's going
So we
around.
wish him well. He asks, after being on the show such as Power Rangers for as long as you were, how did it feel getting back into the set after 30 years? And did you feel at all weirded out or any conflicts from the movie choices that you were in?
It felt great to be back, and I went back because I was on the fence about going back, you guys, to be honest, because I was I wanted to make sure that I was going back honoring my character, because the time I went back before, it was more like a cameo. It wasn't really like they brought Kat back, it was just kind of like a flash of our faces kind of a thing. So I was like, I don't want to come back unless it's like honoring who Kat is now. Like, what's the point? And then I, when I read the script, I really liked what they were doing with it. And then I also wanted to make sure all the COVID stuff was, over. I didn't want to be traveling with all that craziness going on. So I'm really glad that it worked out. And I'm so grateful that I did make the choice to be a part of it, because it was so touching to see how much the fans loved it. And I was getting so many videos sent to me of people crying and just, it was lovely. So yeah, I think they did a great job and really honored what you guys wanted this time.
Awesome. Actually, I have my wife, who is also at Ranger Stop and Pop in Atlanta with us. Becky has a question for you, Kat.
Sure, Becky.
Hi.
Hi.
Let's see. The question is, how did you feel about, or how do you feel about, no, let me start over. Have you ever watched or listened to our podcast once, at least one episode of anything yet?
I haven't listened to it. I haven't. I do so many interviews.
I'll send you a link. I'll send you a link of the podcast and have you get a gander at it.
Yes.
We also have Nakia's interview on audio as well as a few others.
Oh, I'd love to listen to that. Yes,
absolutely. I'll send you the link.
I don't often get a chance. I do so many interviews. I don't often get a chance to look at who's interviewing me or anything beforehand. So I would love that. Yes.
That would be great. Awesome. And I'm going to close off the show with my question for you.
Yeah.
And that's going to be, tell me about your experience with Power Rangers playback. I've got Nakia's side of the story. I want yours.
Yes. So did you want to know how we started it or what, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. So we were in Scotland and we were next to these two very well-known voiceover actors, Nolan North and Troy Baker. And they had a YouTube channel at the time called Retro Replay, which was they would play their video games that they voiced, like Uncharted or some of their Lego, and they would comment on what, kind of give a bit of a commentary on what it was like to do the voices for their games. And Nikki and I were just noticing like all these people wearing these Retro Replay shirts, and like, gosh, we should do something like that for our fans, because they're always asking us, what did it feel like in the command center, or what was it like filming the episode where you were floating around the command center? People just want to know what it was like behind the scenes. So we were throwing out different ideas we thought you guys would like. And then we came up with watching the episodes and commenting on it. Well, we filmed everything. We're so excited, getting ready to launch it. And we got a copyright claim from YouTube saying Hasbro and Toei, the toy company, had blocked us, and we had to cut this episode down to like 5 minutes from, it was like half an hour. And we were like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? This is terrible. So, you know, we just kind of made it work, and then cut to, you know, COVID happened not long after we launched, and we had a lot more time to be creative and come up with ideas. And Nikia's a night owl and I'm a morning person, so I'd wake up in the morning, she'd be like, what about this, what about this, what about this? She'd had all these ideas. I think they'd love this, I think they'd love that. And so we came up with all these different segments of, you know, the Who Knows It Best game show, and our skits, and live interviews, and all these other things. And it was such a gift to us, because we got to be, you know, do something together as best friends, and share that experience together and be creative. But we also got to create a space for the fans who weren't getting to go to conventions, and they were missing the community. Like, you guys are such a community for each other and such a support for each other. And so we just feel very honored that we got to create that for our members, and for the people watching our show. So we've tried to, we ask our members, well, I don't know, Chris, have you been on any of our chats?
I am a super chat member, as a matter of fact.
No, I know you're a member, but have you been on any of the chats when we've done like the member chats?
I have not, but I've been trying to.
You gotta come and do one of those, because we ask our members a lot of questions about
Definitely
what do you think, you know, about merchandise that we should have, or what who they want us to interview. And we really try to engage our members in the decisions, because we did this for you guys. Cool. So it's been so much fun.
Love that. I tune in, and it's just awesome.
Thank you.
Raf's got a question.
Yes, go ahead, Raph. Go ahead.
I'm curious. When you first started, you were under Rita's spell. How was that like, being a villain first?
Oh, fun. Right. It's really fun to be something so opposite of myself. I really liked it. It was, you know, fun to be like I was jealous and mean, and you know, I think that it was a nice transition to how I became the Pink Ranger. And I think they wanted to kind of do a similar storyline to what Tommy had, because that was so popular with everybody. So when Kimberly was leaving, you know, they really needed to make sure her and I were very opposite, and they wanted to form a connection between Tommy and Kat. So, yeah. Cool. So
I had one quick thing, Kat.
One quick thing, and we got to shut it down. We got about a couple minutes left.
In regards to, you mentioned Once and Always. How did you come up with that line?
Which line?
Wait, I got
angry turkeys.
After all these years, you still sound like angry
turkeys.
That was the writers. The writers did that. They were awesome. They really did a lot of throwbacks to things, like they said too much pink energy as well. They come up with that, and then me sitting in the crane. Like, they had a lot of little Easter eggs in there to the original series, which I loved.
My comment was awesome. I got a big kick out of it.
It was cute. They do sound like angry turkeys, though.
They do, come to think about it. When I said that to Rocky just recently, Steve Cardenas, I quoted your line, and he right away quoted, well, then let's carve them up.
Yeah.
Well, Catherine Sutherland, it's been a pleasure. We have about a little over a minute left, but we wanted to say thank you so much for showing up and appearing on the Multiverse Rangers podcast. Do you want to plug your social medias real quick before you go?
Oh, sure. You can find me at Catherine_Sutherland on Instagram. And I do have it connected to my Facebook, but to be honest, I mostly am on Instagram. I don't have Twitter or anything like that. I post a lot of stuff. You know, so if you know want to find me, or you want to message me, I try to respond to everybody as best I can. And just thank you so much for you guys are amazing, and I really appreciate all your support.
We love to have you, Kat.
We'd love to have you
back.
You're
amazing.
Thank you for my son.
I look forward to seeing you this weekend at Heroes Hideout.
Oh, yes. I'm going to be in New
Yep,
this
that's
weekend
my
with
Gonna be in
Walter.
his
That's
neck of
my
the woods, and it's
backyard right
apparently in my
there.
whole neck of the woods.
Yes, it'll be
Yep.
good to see you. Yeah.
Here's one
I look
quick-
forward to seeing you and Walter.
here's
I
Yes.
can't wait to give you another hug.
Oh, thank you. Me too.
Catherine, thank you very much,
Thank you
and
so
you have
much,
a great
everyone.
night. And
too.
from all of us at the Multiverse Rangers podcast, it's Morphin time.
It's more for time. May the
Yeah.
power
Welcome time.
protect.
May the power protect you.
Bye, Cat.
Catherine, thank you very much.
Thank you, Kat.
Thank you, Kat.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you for your
Bye.
time.
Welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Cat.
Right, stop it.